Greetings to my V family all over the world. This is your one and only gorgeous chief once again. So excited because in a few days it's going to be the greatest birthday on the planet. Alright, the birthday of our one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran on the 7th of October, guys. Alright, it's going to be unbelievable. I got a plan which I'll share with all your uplines so that you guys can send all the videos and everything, alright, that I will show and present to Dato Sri Vijay himself. I'm so excited about his birthday coming very soon on 7th October. And this is your chief here on week 40. Alright, we're coming closer and closer and closer, alright, to the end of the year. Now 2020 has been, I believe, one of the most amazing years where the world has changed. This pandemic, the lockdown, people not traveling, economies devastated. But in the middle of all of this, thanks to the vision of Dato Sri Vijay and what he built, all of us, his leadership, we not only survived, but we rised, all right? And we became the fastest growing, most powerful network marketing company that embraced e-commerce and built our network even bigger, stronger and louder during the past few months of this lockdown. But now it's time for a long overdue wake-up call. And I spoke about it a little bit on my Instagram live on Sunday. But this time I want to speak to you in great detail. So listen very carefully. Now each one of you, if you were with me as my downline, alright, on the 1st of January, you made a promise to me that you would sit down and plan exactly what you are going to achieve for 2020. And if you are a brand new sign up watching me right now, you can do this process. Because network marketing consists of a lot of subjective matter. Alright, the dream, okay, warriorship, your belief, overcoming challenges, all of this cannot add value to your journey unless you know what you want to achieve on this journey. And I'm talking 2020. And we are getting close to the last quarter, October, November, December. And all of you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Now, I love you. I hope you know that my job, all right, my duty as Dato Sri Vijay put me here as your upline, as chief, is to be your coach B. So this message is very important that you listen carefully. You cannot achieve financial freedom without a plan. You need a proper scientific approach to your plan. The first thing you need to do, even if you signed up today watching this video, how much money do you want to make before 31st December, all right, of 2020? And if you signed up before 1st January and you were with me in the early part of the year, my earlier Wednesday message, where I spoke about planning how much your checks would be for 52 weeks. Now, don't give me the bull sugar that is unpredictable, depends, pandemic, the market challenges. No. You need crystal clear clarity of what you're supposed to achieve every week. Or not, you will not be able to decide what you are supposed to do, how hard you are supposed to work, what level of discipline you need to instill. Now, I am Dato Sri Vijay's direct referral. And every year today, as the grand upline, I tell him exactly what we are going to achieve in 2020. And every week, I update him. Every week, Friday midnight, I tell him the TAT. And a TAT every week is important. But the accumulation of all that TAT comes to the total income that you want to achieve every year. Because dreams are not free. That every dream that you found at VCon, every dream that you found at VCon Connect, dreams cost money. Alright? And money comes from that tracking center that you are building right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. Alright? And that income comes from the BVs that come into the tracking center. And that BVs is a representation of every sign up that is achieved in your organization, and that sign up comes from somebody going out and doing a presentation. So if you study that whole concept, it's very scientific. How many presentations happen on your left? How many presentations happen on your right? What is your conversion success percentage? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, depending on your market, your system, your attitude, how big your dream is, how passionate you are when you do the presentation. And those BVs come and tell you how many steps you achieve every week, which in turn means how much US dollars or euros you earn, or local currency, depending where you're building. Now that clarity needs to exist in your mind, not for just this week. You need a plan until the end of the year. I hope you had a plan from 1st January. And now you need a moment of honesty with yourself. Alright? How many weeks did you miss your TAT? How many weeks did you achieve your TAT? And this totally changes your annual income target for 2020 or your last quarter target income for 2020. It changes dynamic drastically, guys. And you need to make adjustments. Now the easiest choice is lower your target. Oh, I wanted to make $500,000, but I have blah 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 challenges, blah 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 blah. I want to lower it to 250. That's the approach of a wimp. And remember, every week on I tell you that you got to be a warrior. And being a warrior doesn't only apply to overcoming challenges, negative media, morons who laugh at you. Being a warrior applies also to your journey to achieve that goal. Because it requires you to be a warrior. It requires you to work harder than you ever worked before. So please, be honest with yourself. Take out the 52-week TAT or 12-week TAT or 20-week TAT, depending when you sign up. And if your upline didn't sit with you and plan how much money you want to make until 31st December, change uplines. Because if you were my direct referral, I would sit down with you and get you to do that process. Because if you don't know what you want to achieve, you will not know what you need to do. And then you linger, you relax, all right? Because you think this is a fun business. Yes, it can be fun, but goals must be taken very seriously. You cannot run a 100-meter race without a finish line. You look like an idiot. You will burn out without knowing you won or lost. So this is your chief here with the strongest reminder this year. Take your 52-week TAT. Look at how much you have achieved against the total. How much you need to achieve from week 40 to 52, and get off your ass and work hard, harder than you ever worked before. Because in network marketing, don't be a wimp, don't retreat, don't change the number and be comfortable that I can achieve only this number. No, push yourself harder, push yourself out of your comfort zone. That I don't care, don't change that number. Do whatever it takes for the next 12 weeks. Don't sleep, don't eat, don't have a normal life. Be a psycho, be a fanatic. Do whatever it takes, but keep the promise you made to me on your annual target for 2020. This is not a time to change the target to meet your convenience, to meet your DNA of a wimp. You're a warrior. So do whatever it takes, because you made a promise to people that depend on you. You made a promise to me, to your uplines, to your downlines, to your family. Now keep that promise. So week 40 is when you get serious. If you think you have performed well for the last 40 weeks, I disagree. You have not performed at all. You are telling me you gave 100%? I told you thousands of times, 98% feels like 100%. Some people 90% feels like 100%. No. Week 40 onwards, you give me 100%. Every day, there is no weekends. Cancel your family time. Do whatever it takes to achieve what you promised me you would achieve for 52 weeks. If it's $1 million, do or die $1 million. If it's 50,000, do or die 50,000. whatever that number you wrote down on your 52 weeks, I want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on that like an eagle, like a hawk. That the only thing you're allowed to do is breathe. Alright? Everything else is refocus. Don't slow down. Don't celebrate. Alright? Until 31st December. When you can take your TAT and tell me I achieved or I exceeded my target. And this requires you every week to look at your 7 days. How much have you wasted? How many hours have you wasted? How many presentations you could have done but you did not do? Alright? How many times when somebody called you, you were thinking of the traffic, of the distance, it's okay, you handle it yourself. How many trainings are you conducting online? How many people are you pushing? How many TATs are you monitoring, or is your upline monitoring your TAT? Because we got 12 weeks left in this year 2020. You either allow this year to define you or you define this year. So this is a long overdue wake-up call from your chief. Don't get me wrong. I still love you. But somebody needs to be honest with you. Somebody needs to push you out of your comfort zone. Somebody's got to remind you what you promised everyone for 2020. Somebody needs to get started with the right attitude. If you signed up today, alright, this is Chief talking to you out of love. But listen to me carefully. Don't start your journey until you know exactly how much you plan to make until the end of this year. And then reverse engineer how many presentations, how many DRs, how much should your DRs be earning, how many people should be earning 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step in your left and right of your organization so that you can achieve your TAT for that week. That's the science of network marketing. Find a dream, yes. Be a warrior, yes. Love what you do. Find happiness. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. But ultimately you need a plan. A non-negotiable plan. A plan that will instill discipline in you. A plan that will get you off that sofa. Alright, keep you awake at 2 o'clock in the morning on Zoom and push you out constantly of your bloody comfort zone. Remember this. You made a promise to yourself that this is the target I will achieve this year. This is how big my organization will be. This is how many checks I will achieve before the end of the year. Now it's easy to break promises to others. But the minute you break a promise to yourself, you are worth nothing. How seriously you take that promise defines what kind of networker, what kind of human being, what kind of warrior you are. Now I made a promise to myself, but more importantly, I made a promise to Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. And I never break my promises. I will die to achieve my goals this year because I can never break a promise to him, to myself, and to all of you guys. So wake up, smell the coffee, and today after watching my Wednesday message, pull out that 52-week TAT, pull out that 12-week TAT, 20-week, 30-week, either doesn't matter how many weeks, and look at that TAT and make that promise again to yourself that do or die, you will achieve it in 2020. This is your chief giving you a wake-up call. This is not about fun and games, guys. This is about your life and many other lives that depend on you. All I can tell you is, this year 2020, don't break that promise. Make sure you achieve your target at all costs. Are you with me?